This contest is a welterweight contest, and 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls, 2 submissions or a knockout's going to decide the winner. Over on my right, in the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, Cyanide Sid Cooper. His opponent in the blue corner from Rushford, will you welcome, please, the farmer's boy, Peter Ross. And the referee for this contest from Wales, Mr. David Rees. Thank you, David.
Round 1.
Hello again, Grapple fans. Good afternoon to you. And today we welcome you to the Recreation Centre up here in Newton Aycliffe. That's County Durham for the uninitiated. And the first bout on the bill this afternoon is a welterweight contest of 6 5-minute rounds, 2 falls to decide between Sid Cooper, Cyanide Sid, I'm sure you know him, in his usual black leotard, and his opponent this afternoon, Pete Farmer's Boy Ross, Pete Ross from Chilton, also County Durham, which is practically a local boy up here. Nothing in it really weight-wise. 11 stone 11. Ross, the blonde boy, and Cooper 11-7, just 4 pounds lighter. Referee Dave Rees from Shrewsbury is the third man in the ring. And one always wonders at the start of a bout with Sid Cooper in it that it won't be too long before we get some inside action from him. I hope that he wrestles for a few rounds before he starts resorting to that kind of rule bending that we have got to know him by. Sid Cooper in his leotard and beard, of course. The brush haircut. He reckons it makes it easier for him to get out of side headlocks with that short haircut. The reason why very often we get wrestlers with shaven heads. That's one of their reasons for doing so. Judging by the applause just now for a neat move, the Newton Aycliffe spectators here are pretty knowledgeable. Nice counter move, and immediately one applause from them. Cooper trying to get that wrist in a spin-out position. He's halfway there. If he rolls over now, he'll do it. Toe and ankle still on. No, he didn't make it. Pete Ross's move that ended up. 2 minutes left in this first round of 6. The best of 3 falls to decide. That headlock triangle went on too late and too loose. Didn't worry Ross at all. But the counter again got some applause. Ross trying again with his double-handed wrist lever on Cooper's left wrist. Had to turn it, but he still got it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dave Reese very wisely insisting that Cooper lets him right up on his feet. Just under a minute left, and Cooper again goes for that headlock and strangle, but too late. And once more, Pete Ross gets applause for the counter move into the double-handed wrist lever. Chancery, but the wrist lever won. Half a minute. Right on the bell now, round 1. Cooper, very unlike Cooper, that coming over for a handshake, but we follow him back to his corner. Sid Cooper, known as Cyanide Sid in the business, of course, and he's been a pro for many years now, a great deal more experience than his opponent here this afternoon. His opponent, Pete Ross, March 79. We first saw him on television. He actually turned pro in 75. But 5.5, 6 years he's been going.
Seconds out, round 2.
Round 2, 5 rounds to go, and so far Sid Cooper has shown us no sign of his rule-bending tricks, behaving impeccably up to now. But if Pete Ross gets him in trouble, that's when he could start turning. Crowd very quiet here at the Recreation Center, Newton Aycliffe, but by their applause, it certainly looks as though they are connoisseurs in this grappling game. Ross showing some lovely counters here. Sid Cooper not having it his own way at all, despite his superior experience. Crossed head scissors. Cooper so far not being able to figure a way out of this. Yes, the spin out came, and it came well. Cooper with his quick leg grab there. Going for the double toe hold. And the cross scissors there again. Now, let's see if Pete Ross can spin him out again from that. He didn't like it the first time, Cooper. He'll like it even less if it happens again. Ross tried to spin out there, but Cooper was waiting for it. He got it that time. Went the opposite way, and Cooper didn't like that at all. That clenched fist. Now that's what we've been waiting for, the losing of the cool, for which he's renowned. Complaining to anybody who'll listen. Backbreaker over the knee, but Pete Ross has got that nicely in a very tall bridge. No chance of making a backbreaker out of that. Just a couple of minutes left in this second round of 6. No sign of any score yet. Grapevine now, Cooper, opposite arm lever, near arm for posting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One of his own tricks worked back on him. Headbutt to the stomach.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A little bit early, but Ross gets away with it. Toe and ankle now to Ross. And Cooper trying now a step over toe, which didn't really work for him. And the cross scissors lands again. Just a minute left. Cooper really pouring with sweat now under the heavy television lights, of course. And it's pretty warm in this recreation center for us all, even at ringside, because the spill of the lights coming right at us. Half a minute left now, and Cooper's still worried by this cross scissors. It's the fourth time he's had it on. This time he's trying to prevent the spin out that way. He's trying to get the referee to start counting, but the blades are not down. Ross's shoulder blades nowhere near the canvas. Really too late to start another move now. More handshakes from Cooper. Let's go and have a look at Cooper first. There he is, Sid, from Queensbury near Halifax originally, but then resided at Bradford for a long time. 11 stone 7, trained by the great Eric Taylor, which I'm sure who older grappling fans will remember. A really great wrestler. Oh, really ready to go. He's got 3 seconds yet.
Seconds out, round 3.
Round 3, and the preliminary contest here at the Recreation Centre Newton Aycliffe, up here in County Durham. Pete Ross, Farmer's Boy Ross, the blonde boy from Chiltern in County Durham, 11 stone 11, a 4-pound weight advantage over the Cyanide Sid Cooper from Bradford, 11 stone 7. No score, with 4 rounds to go. Follow-up illegal because the man was down by then, reminded by referee Dave Reese for the 3rd occasion in this bout. Posting that didn't come off. Ross, the headbutt did. Drop kick, low, got him shoulder height. Cooper not too worried about it. Went too low for him. And it's a crutch hold, the first one to Cooper. The body slam follow-up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And again the crutch hold and the slam. Neither occasion did Sid Cooper try and follow it down with a reverse double knee hold, but he may do the next time if he's going for it. Opposite arm lever, near Grapevine, and submission hold to Kim Cooper, and just 1 minute 40 seconds into round 3. First submission to Cooper, and the crowd a bit disappointed with that. Your master of ceremonies, Brian Crabtree.
In 1 minute 40 seconds of round 3, the first submission of the contest goes to the red corner, Cyanide Sid Cooper.
He's happy. He's billed from London now, where he's residing, but of course a Yorkshire boy, born and bred. Sid Cooper now leading by 1 submission at fall to nil, halfway through the contest, and this boy, let's see if he comes back into the bout. All the crowd here hope he will.
Seconds out, round 4.
Not only because he's a local boy, but because he's fighting Cooper. Automatically an unpopular contestant because of his rule bend. Oh, that was a great posting. He timed that back.
1, 2, 3, 4,
That's Cooper's experience showing.
7, 8.
If he'd just keep to legal wrestling holds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ross a bit quick for him that time, but he still hasn't got the grab he was after. Leg snatch into the full Boston Crab. Cooper could have the second submission here and wind the fight up. Full Boston Crab by Cooper. And there is the poor unfortunate Pete Ross. The bell is not going to help him because there's still nearly 4 minutes to go in this 4th round. So he's got to get out of this or get to the ropes somehow. It wasn't the backbreaker that got the first submission, so maybe the Boston Crab won't worry him on this occasion too much. Well, worry him, of course it will, but he may avoid submitting from it because of that. But if Cooper ever gets it again, he's in trouble. Single leg Boston now. Cooper's changed it to.
Come on, lad. No.
Nicely done, Ross. He finished the counter without leaving go. Now he's trying the leg spread, but Cooper goes to the bottom rope to get the break. And Cooper gets called a few names for doing that. Oh well. Camera saw that, we saw it at ringside, but the referee still doubtful. Very suspicious though, although he wasn't cited, he was still very suspicious. And that he did see. A continuous attack and a public warning.
Cyanide Sid Cooper receives a first public warning.
Will you let the man up before you re-attack, says Dave Reese, the ref. Meantime, Pete Ross not getting the count, of course, getting up at his leisure. An illegal move put in there and held him there. And Cooper going for a single leg Boston again. Not from that angle, he won't get it. He's a neat counter mover, this Pete Ross. Really doing well here with the counters. First one was legal, heel of the hand, but the second one was very suspicious indeed. And Dave Reese again, a very definite talking to, but only one public warning against Cooper so far. He's trying for the Boston again. He's got it, but very near the ropes. Cooper, who's had his front teeth knocked out on so many occasions, now takes them out before he starts about. There he is, 4 front teeth missing as the receiver looks up. Single leg Boston, Cooper, but he's not going to get a submission this time either. Ross quite considerably weakened. That back weakener again on the Boston Crab. First the full one, then the single leg. Twice now has worried him considerably. 25 seconds to go. And the grapevine, the opposite arm leader. This is how he got the first submission in round 3. 15 seconds he's got.
Yes.
10, 8 seconds. Can Ross hold out? 5 seconds. He's held it.
1, 2, 3.
So Pete Ross, hope he gets some treatment from seconds here, trying to get him back. It's a bit rough. He took a lot of rough treatment from that Boston Crab on 2 occasions in that round.
Seconds out, round 5.
Round 5, and still Sid Cooper with the leotard, the black leotard with his back to us now, leading Pete Ross by 1 submission fall to 0, but he has 1 public warning against him.
1, 2, 3.
And Ross, quite a bit of trouble with his back weakness at the last round. Still game, he's coming back fast though, as he has done on 2 or 3 occasions before. And a nice monkey climb, yes. Cooper stopped that one. Goes for the backhammer. Nicely, but oh, it didn't work for Ross at all. He's landed on that left arm in the backhammer position and could have done himself some real damage there. Now, will Cooper go for that left arm again? Yes, he will, immediately. Over down to reverse double knee. He's got the legs up. He almost had the arm set too, but not quite. Nearly the equalizer there. Really quick turn as Cooper grabbed the legs. Got the double arm, Ross. Now he's got the arms this time, and he's got the equalizer.
In 1 minute, 80 seconds of round 5. The equalizing fall goes to the farmer's boy, Pete Ross.
So, just 1 round to go. And Cooper in as much trouble, according to his second, as the other boy now. So anything can happen here in this final round.
Seconds out for the 6th and final round.
Cooper in trouble, at least laying on that he is. It's a nice folding press that Pete Ross got there to get the equalizer. Let's see if we can spring a surprise here and maybe get the winner in this final round. The crowd here would love that. Again, the monkey climb. This has started the trouble for Cooper last time. And the referee catches it and goes out of the ring but lands on the apron. Dave Reese caught the full. And he gets a public warning for... Oh, yeah, if he does that, he'll be out. In fact, he is out. He grabbed the referee, and you can't do that. So disqualified Cooper in the final round with just 45 seconds gone. And the winner, Pete Ross. And your master of ceremonies, Brian Crabtree, to announce it officially.
In the 6th and final round, the referee disqualifies Cyanide Cooper